Yesterday, we talked about destiny, occupation, and mission. If you want to have a fulfilled life, all three of those things need to be connected and aligned to each other. Today, I'm going to show you how. If you want to align to your destiny, you need to learn how to surrender. You need to understand that your destiny chooses you. It shows up at undesirable times in your lives. It's pain, it's pressure, it's losses, it's the pressure points of your life. It's the things that most people try to escape or resist. But alignment begins when we stop asking, why is this happening to me? And instead start asking, what is this teaching me? So, destiny is our teacher. You're going to journal the major hardships that you face in life. Once you've journaled this major hardship, you're going to ask, what did each one of these major hardships awaken within me? You're also going to want to practice. The practice that you're going to be doing is the practice of acceptance, destiny, not fatalism. It's actually you being refined. So, learning how to accept means accepting things the way that they are. Your mission is about contribution, what you can do for other people, not what you can do for yourself. And it usually lives underneath what you actually enjoy. So, your passions, the things that you feel compelled to do, what comes naturally to you, and it often aligns with your greatest and most deep wound and your desire to actually help people to go through or to get through what you already went through. So, aligning with your mission, you asking this question: what energizes me when it's hard? And then start to notice the themes and how people seek help. Another good thing would be to start defining your why. I have a book over here called It Starts With Why. Amazing book. In other words, what change do you feel that you were made and born to do? Our third key word is occupation. The key word for occupation is integration. Your job or your daily work doesn't have to be your mission, but in some ways it should support or reflect what your mission actually is. And if it doesn't, you're going to want to start to shift how you show up to your job. To be honest, sometimes this means changing careers, but oftentimes it just means changing your relationship with what you do, changing your approach, changing your intention, changing your heart. With occupation, you're going to want to ask yourself, how can I bring value into this role that I'm doing, even if you don't enjoy doing it? And then there you're going to find small acts of alignment. For example, how are you treating people? How are you structuring your time? How are you bringing your soul into service? It could be, God, help me bring my soul into this service, or Source, help me bring integrity into this service. If possible, make choices that allow your occupation to actually serve your mission. So, when these three things align, you're going to stop fighting life. We're going to stop fighting life. You're going to start moving with rhythm. Your challenges are going to become fuel for you. You're going to see every hardship as a learning experience that you are going to be then sharing and teaching and mentoring and passing on to somebody else. Your work is going to become more meaningful. Your energy is going to become stable and creative. And when these three things are aligned, your mission, your destiny, and your occupation, you're going to have a life of power and peace and a purpose. There you go. Today I started talking to Source, kind of speaking out loud the want for that personal, divine connection relationship. I'm the kind of person who I like to feel in my heart and a deeper sense of knowing, and I allow that to lead and guide me. But I do find value, and I feel that my egoic structure would find some value in connecting, speaking out loud, chatting and talking, because ultimately, Source, God, there is a divine fellowship and connection and communion that we do have. And I used to be very intimate in respect to talking and praying, but I'm getting back into that space of communion and speaking out loud the kind of help that I'm looking for or what I'm feeling. And I find myself trying new things. At the end of the day, I don't think it matters so much what I do or what I know or how many answers I do get. I think what matters is that there is someone on the other side, that there is something speaking back, and that whatever it is speaking back in a loving and kind and respectful way that's leading towards my growth as a soul and as a human. But having the answer, having the gift without the fellowship and the communion, the relationship, isn't as fulfilling as the fact that I do have that relationship, and that there is this continuance, this continuity of relationship. So this is day 20 of me being spiritualized, and I'm talking to God, I'm talking to Source, and it's not that big of a deal, but it's cool.